At 18 years old, I packed my bags and I moved to London with a friend. I barely spoke English, and honestly, I was terrified, but also excited. This experience completely transformed my confidence, and today I am going to show you how you can build yours, especially when speaking French. I always wanted to learn English properly, but not just the classroom version. I wanted the real thing, so I decided to dive in headfirst and move to London. I was definitely not prepared on how overwhelming it would be, and not that easy, to be honest. I remember looking for a job and I practiced introducing myself during an interview in my head 100 times because I really needed to get a job. But when people started asking me questions, I panicked and I tried to say something, but it didn't make any sense, and it was really awkward. I really felt stupid and I avoided conversations, and I started wondering if I had made a huge mistakes and if I should go back to France. I remember one day I was completely lost looking at the subway map, and I was too afraid to ask someone for directions. So I was just trying to figure it out, even though nothing made sense. And a woman came around me, seeing that I needed some help. And, instead of laughing at me, she smiled and she tried to explain to me, like, what line to take, where to go. And I could not understand the directions. I could not understand, first of all, the directions, but also like her accent, because in France, the English that we learn is not with a British accent. So I was really confused, and I guess she saw that I was so confused that she could not leave me alone in the subway. So I remember that she actually came with me on the right platform. She took me to the other side of the line, um, through like different tunnels, whatever, and she said, okay, this is your train, this is where you stop. And I remember that she said she was in a rush, but she took the time to take me to the right subway. She saw that I was completely confused and I could not really understand English, so she helped me. That's when I realized that people, they are not judging me nearly as much as I was judging myself. A lot of people want to help you, and they want to take the time to understand you and to communicate with you. Confidence isn't about speaking perfectly, it's about daring to speak it at all. So at that moment, and many other moments, I realized that I needed to build confidence in myself in order to communicate more easily. And in order to speak with more ease, I needed to start speaking. It was not enough just to rehearse in my head or to memorize more words if I was not using them on a daily basis. So I forced myself to speak English every day, even when it was hard, even when I didn't want to, even when I felt exhausted. I focused on getting my message across, not on sounding perfect. And I also embraced all the mistakes that I was making. It was a part of my learning process. But if you are scared in making mistakes, this is probably stopping you from speaking. And if it stops you from speaking, then you will not improve your conversation in French. Be okay with making a mistake and just learn from it. And next time, you won't make the same mistake. If you are afraid to speak French, remember this. The confidence will not come from getting it right. It will come from showing up, mistakes and all. This week, I want you to try speaking French in one real life situation. Even if you mess up, even if you don't understand something, just try. Tell me in the comments what scares you the most about speaking French, and I'll reply with a tip to help you go through it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon. Salut!